But you guys killed the battery. Are you gonna help her get her car started?
Can't pay off my policy.
Off your policy. What's your name and badge number?
For what?
So that you can identify the thousands of people watching.
Why do I need to identify myself?
Because you're an officer on duty, and according to the Lvmpd handbook, when someone asks you for your name and badge number, you're supposed to give it.
Based off what?
Your handbook that I've read, that you have not read, obviously. I'm a member of the press. I'm a member of the press. I need to identify you. Okay, I'll do what I do.
I grew up in this town, and this is bullshit. They left the lights on. I can't just steal my car.
They hemmed them up for no reason. They called in, what, half a dozen, seven or eight cops here? For what? For what? They didn't do anything. Looks like we have one in custody. We have two cars here. There's a person in the back of the truck here. 10539 right there. Looks like there's a girl here on the scene. So part of the problem with police is that when they search your vehicle, there's no third-party observer there to make sure that they don't plant any drugs in your car. And they most certainly would, because remember, they get bonuses and accolades and promotions if they find drugs in your car. They may even do a civil asset forfeiture or a criminal asset forfeiture. So he definitely is incentivized to put drugs in her car. Whether you like that or not, that's a plain and simple truth. I've actually ran into this cop before. I'll show you the video right here. They do, I mean, I don't know if this particular cop does that, but every single cop, as you know from the conversations that I've had with multiple different people, every single cop has, well, the majority is what I was told, have a drop gun or drop drugs or have a way to do something. We want a third party who has cameras and mics on that never turn them off, that observe everything a copper does. So his hard proof right now is that marijuana bong right there. There that is, it's a marijuana bong. That's his hard proof on this person right here, is there's a marijuana bong. Could be a crack bong. Looks like a marijuana bong to me, I don't know. I wouldn't know what a crack bong looks like, I guess. Looking under the seat. Remember, you know, you have a right to give consent and then revoke consent. That's going to be 1991 Florida versus Gemino, upheld in the Third Circuit in the 2017 case of United States versus Williams. You don't want this to be you. You want my trifold in your car. You want to have my trifold in your car. You don't want this to be you. You don't want them searching your car like this. You want to have my trifold in your car, have the 5A cop card in your car. That's what you want to do. You don't have to worry, sir. I'm nonviolent. Cool, I'm a journalist here. I'm just filming the interaction. Are you scared?
No.
Okay. See, there's no third party. There's no third party to film cops searching your car. And the problem with that is that cops get bonuses, accolades, and promotions, and civil asset forfeiture and criminal asset forfeiture. So there should be a third party observer, because you certainly at the end of the month, every month, there's whoever got the most drug arrests, the most DUIs, the most arrest period. It goes on a leaderboard every single month. And you know what that leaderboard is?
That's not accurate at all, sir.
It's not? Tell me then.
No, because the Supreme Court has actually issued some jurisdiction that does not allow police departments across the country to require officers to meet quotas.
But are there quotas?
There are not, sir, because it would be against the law for our department to have quotas.
Who
for the Supreme Court.
I believe you're there. Who's the one who checks on that? Who says
checks on what?
If just finds out if there's quotas? Who's the third party? Who's the third party inside?
There's
You guys,
none that I know of.
so you guys do it yourselves, right? You regulate that yourselves, though, don't you?
No, we don't. I get to choose what I do when I do it.
You do? You don't have a commanding officer who gives you orders?
I do, but
Right.
I have a lot of say on whether I do or do not do something.
Right, because you work for the people. You
Yeah.
swore an oath to uphold my constitutional rights and his constitutional rights, right?
Everybody's
So,
constitutional rights.
right,
Yes, sir.
right. So you would of course refuse to do something that was barbaric or horrific, right? That was brutal, that was hostile, that was torturous.
I
You would refuse
don't
that
really
because it's
follow your question.
If you were asked to do something every day that was torturous on the people, you would say, I can't do that because it's unconstitutional.
Again, what one person is going to define as torturous may be different from what another person defines as torturous. The question is too broad in its definition.
Specifically though, the torture cuffs, the torture cuffs you put on people, the torture cuffs that he's in, the torture cuffs that she's not in, but he's in, those torture cuffs is what the people have a real problem with. The people, that's why so many people listen to me, because we kind of universally agree that the torture cuffs are always torture. Always. Like the whole internet calls them torture cuffs. Have you heard that? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm part of the internet. I don't call them torture cuffs.
Oh, you're part of the internet. Well, you're not really part of the mainstream, brother. You've isolated yourself and ostracized yourself by joining that organization. You've ostracized yourself. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. We have to look out for you guys. We have to make sure that we always have a camera on, that we always have some sort of knowledge for our rights at our fingertips to be able to interact with you guys properly. I've already been put in those 30 times, so I know what they feel like. I know they're torture every time. I mean, one time after I became known across the country, then the cops didn't put me in torture cuffs quite as tight, put them in front. But the last time I was in torture cuffs from Lvmpd and I filed a lawsuit the next day, I was in torture cuffs and the guy tried to cut off the blood to my ulnar nerve and my arm. That's why this hand shakes now, because of what he did. So, just, this does suck doing this to people. They took the torture cuffs off him. That's an advancement for him, I guess. It's better for his life. He's got his hands on his head like a POW, though.
Look, I'm just gonna ask you to take a few steps back away from the dig.
I'll come over this way. Yeah, I understand. I step back 6 feet for you. I mean, typically I tell you to go pound sand, but I'm right by the car. I'm a dick, bro. Like, I'm a searing prick. People love me. I'm the hero to them. What are you?
I'm a hero to others.
You're not, dude. You guys have lost it. You joined this evil organization. It's so sad, dude. Because I look at you and you're young. You're an attractive young man. You could probably do a lot of things with your life. I don't know why you did this. I don't know why you chose this. Now they got another cop here. How many cops you guys need? You guys need a few more cops here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, hey, you know what? Call a couple more cops in. Probably need a couple more for the situation at hand here. Get another giant like this one. They need some more cops here. If they had the drugs in there, then this guy over here would still be in torture cuffs, but they took him out of the torture cuffs. Maybe some kind of hit and run or something. Shoplifting, maybe. Not really sure. I mean, they got these young dudes joining to be a pig. I just can't really get my head around it. I don't understand why. Wonder what's going to happen here. So it doesn't look like this guy's going to be going to jail. They took him out of the torture cuffs. He's no longer in the torture cuffs. He's outside of the torture cuffs. They got his hands on the car now. And so it looks like they're going to tow his car, but they took him out of the torture cuffs, so he's not going to go to the dungeon, which is always a good thing. Going to the dungeon is horrifically bad. I'm trying to figure out what that cop put down over there. I'll go look at what it is. What is the cop dropping off back there?
I think he wanted to go pick up this property.
But why does it have to go all the way over there?
They want him to go pick up his property from right there.
Right. See, what I do on each stop is I try to let one cop know that those torture cuffs are torture, brother, and you do it to people week in and week out. I just want you to know that when you put torture cuffs on someone, you're torturing them.
I appreciate your information.
Well, it might not affect you at all. You might not give a rat's ass about another man. You might say it's a criminal, he shoplifted, it's a criminal, they do drugs. But let me just say something, it does matter. Your soul's on loan from God. And you, my friend, when you put people in torture cuffs, tarnish your own good name. Fact. One day it'll go down that we used to have torture cuffs in America because they're from slavery. They were created in the Delaware colony for slaves. That's why you have torture cuffs on your belt now. The shorter the slave, the shorter the chain, the worse the slave. You might be allowed to drink water. They might not chain it so far down on your chest. That's where torture cuffs come from. Just want you to know that. That's what you carry every day on your side. I made the suggestion to every police department there is, hey, can't we go to a Velcro strap around the waist with some around the wrist? Most good people will stop. It's called the Hawthorne effect. When you know you're on camera, your behavior changes. You could alert them, you're being digitally detained. If you get out of the straps, it's gonna be a felony. Once they know they're on camera, their behavior changes. Unless they're on meth, they're out completely wasted. Nobody will talk about it though. Can't talk about that. The handcuff company is a big money deal, my friend. That's why. The contract with them is huge for you to be able to torture people instead of let's change them. I've already talked to this guy before. He's already posterized. He got 1 million views on his video. This guy right here did. You know that? 1 million views on his video. See, people don't know I dislike them so much. Why am I so mean to the coppers? How come I'm so mean to cops? They have no idea, or they, you know what? They do have every idea that the torture cuffs are torture, and they don't give a flying, you know what? They don't care. It doesn't bother them, so it doesn't affect them. They don't give a damn. I always try to put into one kid's head, one of these young kids, that what you're doing is unacceptable. But at the end of the day, you see that right there? See what I'm looking at? The camaraderie, the best friendship. You get a best friend who will always lie for you, always back you up, never let you down, always have your back, always, always, always. And if they don't, they won't ever get to testify against you. Nothing is happening here. There's no real felonious crime going on here. What happened to the other guy? I lost him, forgive me. I got lost in my conversation. Let me see if I can find him. What's going on, man?
I wanted to grab my jacket.
What's that? What happened?
I forgot to ask you to grab my jacket out of the truck.
Hey, Copper, he says he needs his jacket. Hey, Copper, he says he needs his jacket.
I'm sorry, my name's Officer Parker.
Miss Parker,
Okay.
he said that he needs his jacket.
I told him 10 minutes and then he'd be able to get back in the truck if he wanted to.
All right, there you go. She said 10 minutes. You're going to be cold for 10 minutes if you're cold. These people are betas. They're all betas. They're used to taking orders. That's what they do. Hey, do you want to tell me what happened?
What happened?
Just now with the cops.
They saw me clean up some ice water. I cleaned up some ice water on my lap I spilled. I threw the rags outside the car.
On the ground out the
No.
car?
No.
Why did the cops stop
Look,
you?
I picked up my trash and all my litter. After I cleaned up my spilled mess, shut
Okay.
the door. The cop whistled and I said, hey, what do you want? There was
Oh,
no law
the cop
broken.
was in the parking lot?
There was no law broken. That we didn't do anything wrong like that. We looked suspicious. I get that.
Okay, whatever.
But we're still.
They didn't find anything on you. They found nothing.
Yeah.
Why are they taking your car?
No, she got blurred while I was in the store sitting for the other third person was on the machine or something.
Okay.
She wasn't. So I went around
Okay.
and looked around there.
I just don't know how you got involved with them at all. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, Andrea's my friend.
Okay.
Listen, that girl right there,
Right, that's
she
what we
bends
told
over
her.
backwards
Right.
to help
They're
anybody
talking about
here.
That blonde girl?
Yeah. I watched her. I seen that vehicle get stolen like
Come
3
over
times.
here. Come over. I can't hear you.
I've helped her recover that vehicle.
What's that? So whose truck
I bought
is that?
her 4
Whose car is that?
It's registered in her mom's.
Okay, the
name.
blonde
It's her
ladies?
car.
So the blonde ladies over
Yeah,
there.
that's her car.
He always comes here?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, well then here's the thing. The battery's dead because they left the car light on as they were searching it.
Policy not to jump other people's vehicles.
But you guys killed the battery.
We're not allowed to.
Yeah, that's messed up. Y'all killed the battery?
Are you gonna help her get her car started?
Can't base off my policy.
Off your policy. What's your name and badge number?
For what?
So that people you can identify you, the thousands of people watching.
Why do I need to identify myself?
Because you're an officer on duty, and according to the Lvmpd handbook, when someone asks you for your name and badge number, you're supposed to give it.
Based off of what?
Your handbook that I've read, that you have not read, obviously. If you don't give it to me, that's fine. I'll follow up the proper procedure.
That's your part of our incident. But you making yourself part of our incident.
I'm a member of the press. I'm a member of the press. I need to identify you. Okay, I'll do what I do. Keep your calm, man. Keep your calm. Keep your calm right now. Don't freak out. Keep your cool. Compose yourself right now. Stay strong. Get through this. You got cheated just now. If there was a crime done, you'd be in jail. And so now what you just said to me, I actually believe you. You didn't do anything wrong. Had I not,
I said, I asked him, I hate to see you.
so they were just suspicious that you guys had drugs, and that's all they were trying to do.
Officer.
He
Okay.
pulls up behind me and turns on lights.
Got it. Okay.
I grew up in this town, and this is bullshit.
They were going to
He left the
find
lights on. I
anything.
can't even steer my
Thanks
car.
to him, thanks to the one recording, he helped y'all out a lot. He's the reason why.
Well, I like to
Because he was on their ass.
Wow. I'm so sorry this happened to you.
How long were we standing out there?
Oh yeah, it was wow. It's an hour. I gotta check my clock, but yeah.
I help out people. I give out blankets, I give out
I see
water, I
that.
give out jackets.
I see that.
And
I see
these
that.
guys,
Yeah.
Sorry to see
so
this.
they're gonna be homeless.
I gotta follow your channel.
Delete
He
laws.
was on their ass.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm just being a member of the press. That's all I'm doing.
Right, absolutely.
I'm not doing anything
We
else than
appreciate
invoking my
it.
First Amendment right to film cops.
So we are appreciating that you're here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So you guys just saw it. Okay? On scene here, you just saw it. They hemmed them up for no reason. They called in half a dozen, 7 or 8 cops here for what? For what? They didn't do anything. And now they did all that. He put his property over there. I bet it was a gun or something, or maybe weed. I have no idea. But you just saw it. Their goal is to impound your car, arrest you, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, getters.